Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me on the Stay at Home show. This is episode 4, the second segment, and I'm going to be sharing with you some Calvin and Hobbes. My computer is giving me some issues, however. I had much wished to share some Calvin and Hobbes with you online, and then this way you could go to the same website if you like, which the link to that website will still be down in the description. But my computer is not loading the pages, so I'm not going to be able to show the comic directly from the website. So instead, I'm going to look at it on paper comic. That is, unless, whoops, here we go. I'm going to look at it on an actual comic, unless of course the website loads before we actually get into a story here. So this is Calvin and Hobbes, It's a Magical World. Here we see Calvin and Hobbes going through the snow. And if we look on the back, we see them snuggling together. So heartwarming. Let's see. I'm just scanning quickly for one that looks like it'll be all right. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, that's a running gag. That will require some explanation. Okay. We'll have a look at we're going to look at this one, and then after this one we'll go on to the actual series. So this one shows a running gag, or a joke that is returned to several times within the Calvin and Hobbes story. But in this storyline, Calvin is learning how to ride a bike, and he says, hold on, I'm looking at it from a strange angle. There we go. He says, think about the places you can go once you learn how to ride. Because he doesn't want to learn. Calvin doesn't. This is too scary for him. Think about how impressed your friends will be. Think about how much fun you'll have. And now they're not even running. And he's screaming. And his father says, think about inhaling. Inhaling means breathing in. So yeah, think about just breathing in. And so he is super scared of his bike. And now, in the Sunday comic, the color comic, let's take a look at what that looks like in his imagination. I'm working on a technology fix for this issue of me showing you a paper. I'm looking for a better way, and I'm coming up with a better way. I hate folding books like that. To just make this simpler. But I don't have that way at present. Here we go. Boy, this is turning out to be... There we go. Ding dong! I'm coming. And he opens. It's the bike. This is like a horror movie. I opened the door and my bike got in. Help! And he runs everywhere. Run for your lives! It's an unbalanced bicycle! So he can't stay up on it. And staying up would be your balance. So he sees the bicycle as not being able to balance. Somebody get me a spoke wrench. The spokes, they're part of the tires. We're going to keep going with the story rather than slow down on it, though. Hiding in the bathroom. And then back, pushing it as he climbs out the window, pushing it back over the desk. Eee! Oh, this is not Kelvin. Tire tracks on the rugs, oil on the couch. Where's that kid? So this would be Kelvin's parents, super angry about the mess he's made. And Kelvin is out on the roof. I don't know if we can get a decent view of the text there. I don't think we can. It's not going to focus well enough. Someday, the neighbors will look out and wonder why there's a grown man wearing kids' clothes on our roof. So he knows he's in so much trouble that he can never go indoors. He needs to stay out on the roof forever. Haha. I don't think that reading Calvin and Hobbes, I love Calvin and Hobbes. I deeply love Calvin and Hobbes. But I don't think it's going to be a reasonable way to read this with me holding these pages up for the camera. And of course, because it's a comic book and it's so wonderfully drawn, it's completely unreasonable for me to read it and just describe what is happening. And my computer, being super stubborn, is still not loading that web page. So that means we don't have an opportunity to read Calvin and Hobbes. Very unfortunate. Perhaps that will be on the slate for Monday. So what do we have coming up? The weekend is coming up. I will be doing some shows on the weekend, but they will be unscheduled. So I don't know exactly when I will be doing them. And probably there will only be a 15 or 20 minute notice that I'm doing them. But if you hit subscribe and if you hit the bell icon, then you get a notification when you receive a video. If you don't want to get a lot of notifications, don't hit the bell icon, but just keep an eye on the channel. I also won't post to our class website for those of you who are students until after the weekend. And yeah, I don't know what videos I will be doing on the weekend, but on Monday, I don't know what we'll be doing on Monday either, but on Monday we'll be having a show for sure at 5 o'clock. And those of you who are students, I'll be contacting you all early in the week so that we can talk about actually getting classes going again. And magically, Calvin and Hobbes' website has loaded. So instead of ending much earlier than I had hoped, we are going to go to this website, Calvin, and it is gocomics.com. Oh, and I've got these ads in the corner. Wonder if I can get rid of those. You know what I bet you I can do? Let's see what happens. Juju. We've got this. And we can do this. We can do this. So this is gocomics.com. This is where I can read Calvin and Hobbes online. And let's see, I wonder if I can get in here too. There we go. We'll do it this way. It's not how I intended to do it, but it works. We've got Calvin asking his father, why does the sky turn red as the sun sets? They're watching a beautiful sunset. Why does the sky turn red as the sun sets? Oh, hold on. We'll get here so that you can see my mouse. So he asks, why does the sky turn red as the sun sets? And his father says, that's all the oxygen in the atmosphere catching fire. Oh. And then Calvin says, where does the sun go when it sets? The sun sets in the west, in Arizona actually, near Flagstaff. So Flagstaff is a region of the state of Arizona. Oh, that's why the rocks there are so red. Don't the people get burned up? No, the sun goes out as it sets. That's why it's dark at night. Doesn't the sun crush the whole state when it lands? Ha ha, of course not. Hold a quarter up. See? The sun's just about the same size. So the sun is, of course, when you look at it from a distance, the sun is only this big. I thought I read the sun was really big. You can't believe everything you read, I'm afraid. So, how does the sun rise in the east if it lands in Arizona each night? Well, time for bed. Then Calvin tucking into bed with his friend Hobbes. I hope someday I'm as smart as Dad is. Why, what did he tell you now? And Calvin's mum knows the kind of crazy things that Calvin's dad likes to tell him. It really feeds Calvin's imagination. Let's take a look at this one. This is beginning a new storyline now. He says, off to work, eh, Dad? Yep, sure is a nice day. The kind of day just made for sitting under a tree and reading a good novel, cover to cover. Don't you think? So he's telling his father, don't you think that today is just... He starts by asking, you're off to work? And when his father says yes, he basically says, don't you think that today is the perfect day for not working? It's too bad that's a luxury at your age. So being able to do this is something that is a luxury. It's something you can only do at great cost. Well, maybe you can do it when you're 65. I'm sure you'll be that old before you know it. Enjoy your day at work. Dad sure is surly in the mornings. So surly means angry or rude, quick-tempered. But of course, Calvin was just saying all these bad things to his father, but he just thinks that it's the morning, so his father is in a bad mood. Yeah, we got perfect loading now. It's like there was never a problem. You know what's weird? I don't remember much of anything until I was 3 years old. Half of my life, he's a 6-year-old boy, half of my life is a complete blank. I must have been brainwashed. So brainwashing is, it's an older idea, but you might still hear it sometimes. Brainwashing is the idea of somebody using some kind of drugs or torture to change the kind of person you are and make you maybe forget your memories or forget who you were, or especially to make you change sides and join the enemy or something like this. Good heavens! What kind of sicko would brainwash an infant? Because he would have been 3 when he was brainwashed. What sick person would do that? And what did I know that someone wanted me to forget? Ah ha ha. Boy, am I mysterious. With this, what did I know that someone wanted me to forget? And boy, am I mysterious. The idea is that Calvin is a great mystery, maybe some kind of secret agent or something. But Hobbes says, I seem to recall you spent most of the time burping up. Burping up is a word we use for throwing up for babies, because babies, of course, throw up very, very often and very easily, and it's just burping up. Mom, there's a big horsefly on the back of your head. Don't move. I'll get it. Those of you who live in the city may not ever see a horsefly, but horseflies live in the country. They live in the city too, I guess, but they live in the country, and you'll see them especially in places where you swim in wild water. They look like a housefly, but they're much bigger, and they bite. They don't sting, they bite, and they hurt really bad when they bite. But they don't give sickness or anything like this, but they're just a very annoying large fly. So, Mom, don't move. There's a big horsefly on the back of your head. Don't move. I'll get it. And then he runs off. And then he runs in the house and all the way up the stairs. Is it still there? You didn't move, did you? He wants to shoot it off with a dart gun, with a toy gun. And his mother, get away from me. Arr, we're bloodthirsty pirates. Avast, ye scurvy dogs. This is all of this. All of this is language that is popularly thought of as pirate language in movies and TV shows. Avast, ye scurvy dogs, hoist the Jolly Roger and ready the plank. Here, he gives him a shoe. What's this? Our booty. Booty means treasure, but a booty is like a thing that you can slip over your boot to keep it protected. And so he's making a pun. He's making a joke because of two words, one word that has two meanings. Avast means look afar, and ye is you. Scurvy means diseased, and dogs, well, we all know what that means. Hoist the Jolly Roger. A Jolly Roger is a skull flag, and hoist means lift it up. And ready the plank is wood. And so when they attack another ship, they would lower a piece of wood to run from one ship to the other. And then booty is their treasure. Oh, Hobbes, you joker, you. Okay, it looks like maybe my computer is slowing down again, but that's okay. We've been at it for about 20 minutes. And even though we didn't finish out Calvin's storyline there, we still read a few. I got to share some with you, and that was nice. So with the weekend coming up, I will be doing a couple shows on the weekend, but I don't know what they will be. They will be lighthearted. They won't be, they probably won't be centered around teaching English, but they will just be me sharing something anyway. And then on Monday, I'll be back to the stay-at-home show at 5 o'clock. So keep an eye out for that. Anybody who is in my classes should keep an eye out for information about classes restarting soon. Not coming back into the classroom, but we're going to do our best to try to restart classes online somehow. We've been working hard trying to figure out solutions for that. What other news can I share while my computer is freezing up? And I can't end my stream now. I'm stuck in forever stream. Perhaps I'll have to do a streamathon. Maybe figure out how to hook up some charity from afar, and I'll just keep going for like 24 hours or something. Okay, I think I can stop it from here anyway. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me on the stream. If you can catch anything on the weekend, that's fantastic. I hope to see you all on Monday at 5 o'clock.